everyone, how are you doing today? Today we are going to test out the Emily Edit Makeup Revolution face palette. I also have her Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes, which is humongous, and I hauled both of them along with a whole bunch of stuff for just $1.59. If you haven't checked that haul out, definitely check it out. It's linked in the description box below. If you don't know Emily Noel, she's one of the YouTubers. Her channel name is Emily Noel 83, and she is a white girl. So when she talked about creating these palettes and she said that she has a face palette, I was like, is it gonna work for me? Because the girl is white, I am dark. If the shades are meant for her, that means they are not meant for me. So I almost did not get it. These palettes, by the way, retail for $15 and $20. The face palette is called the Needs palette. The eyeshadow palette is called the Wants palette. I really like the theme of this whole collab. She has stayed very true to her roots and the way she is on her channel as well. I personally really like her, but her suggestions don't always work out for me. For example, I purchased the whole Lorac Pro holiday palette from last year because she loved it. And when I bought it, I hated it. It actually is one of my product fail videos. So, of course, as you can see, I have my doubts. I was actually not planning to buy this palette, but then I was like, it pretty much has everything in it. So I was like, let me just try this palette out. If it really ends up being a fail for me, I can always return it. So I have it. Let's go. Let's test it out. Let's watch it on my arms, on my face. I'm not going to do the whole eye swatch business for at least a few days. My eyelids are so raw from all the swatches that I did for the Walt video. So yeah, I gotta show them some love and give them a break. But I'm going to try and create a look with these. So all right, so you guys are zoomed in. Let's have one more look at this gorgeous palette. You know what? To be honest with you, if I were to just look at the palette in a store, I would not pick it up because yes, the two shades Honesty and Faith are very nice and they would attract me, but the rest of the palette feels very cool toned. But we'll find out. Okay, how it works out. The face products are called Courage, Joy, and Gratitude. So that's supposed to be the either bronzer or contour shade. Looks super light for my skin tone. That's supposed to be the blush. I hope it's buildable. Highlighter shade looks scary, worrisome. Something that probably would not work for me. There is the setting shade. It's called Kindness. That looks pretty translucent to me. It's right there. Then the eyeshadows, the top three ones are called Honesty, Passion, and Peace. And then the bottom row is called Faith, Hope, and Love. So that's the entire palette for you. The Passion shadow looks so much like that purple shadow from the Bling Boss palette, doesn't it? Let's see how that applies with the brush. Maybe let's do like a crazy smoky eye. Yeah, that's what we should do. So she kind of named the pans in this palette after things that you really truly need in your life, like courage, joy, gratitude, kindness, honesty, passion, peace, faith, hope, and love. Yeah, and she said that when people are creating their everyday looks, maybe they will think about those things. Yeah, that they will think about those things, and that's a very nice thought. You can say it's a very nice gesture on her part. This palette is supposed to be something that you can just pick up and take with you if you're traveling. So that's what I've done today. I only have my concealer and foundation on my face. So I'm taking Kindness on a fluffy brush like I usually do. I like the shape of these pans. Even though they're small, it makes it easier to kind of go in. I like it. What do you guys think? I think it is kind of brightening for your under eyes. Yeah, it's not white. It's pretty nice. All right, so let's go in Courage. I'm gonna take one of my e.l.f. brushes. I think this will kind of fit in nicely in here. I'm gonna go sideways in it and hope and pray that this works. Well, on the brush it looks decent. Don't you guys agree? What? It is there. It's showing up on my face? What? Are you serious? Nothing on my face. And then contour. 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 Okay, let's see if it's buildable. Oh, it's working. I'm very impressed, Emily. I think you have chosen a good shade, because so many times for me personally, when there are these like multi-pan face palettes, most of the products don't work for my skin tone. I think it still will not work for like very, very dark skins. I don't know if she'll take my suggestions. When I saw her release, I congratulated her and requested that she release a darker palette for darker skin tone followers. If she takes that into consideration, I would love her even more. I like her, but I would love her even more. But this palette is workable if you are my skin tone. I'm very, very impressed. Let's go with the blush now. On the brush again, it's picking up very nicely. It's a very pretty peachy shade. Usually for my videos, I prefer my blushes a little bit more intense than what I would wear in my day-to-day life, because on camera, because of the bright lights, a lot of the color kind of gets washed out. And I learned that just by making videos. So the blush does have like a teensy bit of shimmer, like a golden shimmer to it. It's not showing up as much on my skin because of my skin tone. I love this Morphe M510 brush for highlighters, so let's go in Gratitude. But oh, okay. Gratitude is such an important thing to have in your life, because so many times you forget what we are thankful for. Okay, this color is a little too light for me. I'm gonna mix the blush and contour shades and add that. I don't know if this is supposed to be a contour shade or a highlighter shade, or a bronze shade, but it's not very bronzy. It's pretty cool toned. This is what my face looks like, and I think it is going to make a good travel palette. Okay, let's try the eyeshadows now. You have two of these like really light setting shades in the pan. This one is a teensy bit more kind of brownish or peachy, and this is like very white. I'm going to go with Peace, which is the peachy shade. Nice and pigmented, but I'm glad that she has included that in here. If you are a darker skin tone person, I think you kind of have to stick to like this quad and then use these two as either a brow bone highlighter or something like that. I'm gonna take Joy, which is the blush, and go above my crease. After, struggling with the Morphe Vault for a long time. Actually, it took me a long time to record all the videos. At least 2 weeks, I would say. This is so refreshing. Like, the color just shows up. Now I'm going into Honesty, and I'm bringing it a little bit lower. Honesty, guys, this is so refreshing. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna take a little bit of Faith on a smudger brush and just go there. It's too close to my skin tone, to be honest. Okay, I need hope, I guess. It feels funny to say that. I need hope. It's funny. It's dramatic to say that. You know what? I don't like these in my crease right now because I feel like I'm losing out the peachiness. So I'm going to go back over with Honesty because I want that to show, in my crease when my lids are just completely black. Okay, let's go with Passion now. I'm taking a smudger brush, picking up Passion. I'm a little bit scared. Let's try it dry first. So if you guys remember a similar shadow from the Bling Boss palette, we did not get much shimmer when we applied it dry, but then after spritzing it, it came to play. It was very pretty. This is getting a little bit patchy on me. So this is what it looks like when applied dry. Let's wet it now. I don't know if I have a teensy bit of fallout here. So I'm going back in Honesty and adding that exactly in my crease and using that to kind of blend just the edges for Passion too. And I'm gonna take a BH Cosmetics smudger brush. I think it's a concealer brush. And I'm gonna take Honesty on my lower lash line. I'm taking Faith on the same brush and blending out here. Taking a tiny pencil brush and I'm gonna pick up the highlighter, Gratitude. Dryness at the tip of my nose. Alright, so this is where I'm at. I feel like I want a little more of the blush. I wonder if I can go in honesty. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go in honesty. I'm kind of like turning my brush as I like dab in it, and then let's add that instead. Of another flat brush, take Love and just go under my brow. I'm not so happy with the gratitude in my inner corner, so I'm gonna add a little bit of Love there. So that's my final look in my normal fashion. I have stabbed myself a couple of times with the mascara in my eye, and I have also transferred it like right there, so those things remain the same. I'm liking the overall look. I'm pleasantly surprised that the contour shade is working for my skin tone, though it looks like very, very light in the pan. It'll give you a nice subtle contour if you're my skin tone. If you want to intensify it, Hope is a pretty cool tone shadow as well. I think you can intensify it using that. Joy, again, I feel like it's a bit too light for my skin tone. I intensified my blush using the shade Honesty. So if Joy itself was darker and Courage itself was darker, I think I would have liked it a little bit better. But then it would have become kind of difficult to use for lighter skin tone people. So I hope in future Makeup Revolution and Emily come out with a darker version of this palette with some additional darker shades for darker skin tones. Kindness and Love look pretty similar in the pan, but when you swatch it, you will see that Love is definitely like a cream shadow versus Kindness is very translucent. So I was able to set my face with it, even though it looks really, really light for my skin tone in the pan. Congratulations, Emily. I'm so glad that Makeup Revolution chose a very deserving person to do this collab with. And I can't wait to get my hands into the Wants palette. I really like how she has separated that into needs and wants. Thank you again for watching, you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Have you guys been able to pick it up? In the Bay Area, it's still available in the stores. It's sold out on Ulta. I'm pretty sure they'll restock it soon. It's still available on MakeupRevolutionUSA.com and the original Makeup Revolution website. A lot of times, Mercari and Poshmark, people also sell these palettes on them. They are slightly higher priced, but if you really want them, you really want them. See how I did not say need them? Thank you again for watching. Please stay subscribed, hit the notification bell. If you're new, welcome. I hope you consider joining my online YouTube family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
All right.